Welcome to this week's episode of the Seneca Scout, where we bring you the latest sports highlights and stories, both local and global. Stay tuned as we dive into the exciting action making waves on the field, court, and beyond.
Let's dive into local sports here at Seneca Valley. The junior class officers, including Elena Hahn, Rylan Barb, Ada Wood, Cooper Bircham, and many more wonderful students, are hosting a big ball volleyball tournament to bring some excitement just before Thanksgiving break. The tournament will be held on Tuesday the 26th during school hours. Seniors and juniors that are interested in joining the team can make teams of 6 with a $10 fee for each player. The purpose of this event is to raise money for the 2026 senior prom. All the money guaranteed will be invested in the prom to have a fun and memorable night. Each team should be registered with a form and money due to Miss McGordy by upcoming Monday 18th.
The long-awaited Raider wrestling season has started. The wrestling team has started conditioning practices on September 16th, which continue to take place on Mondays and Thursdays from 3 to 5 p.m. These conditioning practices were meant to help wrestlers get into shape for the upcoming season. Full team practices begin today, marking the official start of the 2024-2025 season. The first match of the season is scheduled for Saturday, November 25th, and will be against Fox Chapel. Here are a few words from some of the girls wrestlers on wrestling.
Hi, I'm Sarah Brieger. I'm a sophomore here at Seneca Valley, and I'm going on my third year of girls wrestling. I think this is a very progressive sport. It helps build up your confidence. It's very team-oriented. It also helps build up your physical build. It keeps you
I'm Karis. I'm a junior and former wrestler for Seneca Valley girls wrestling team. Wrestling, it was really fun, especially since I, along with Sarah, were one of the first girls who were sort of like on the first year of the team. It's a really fun sport. We build a lot of confidence in it. We build a lot of strength, and we make really good friendships and bonds with the people on the team. You're not only part of that team, but you're family.
Thank you. The season ends March 1st with the final event scheduled being the WIPUL Individual Championship.
And now we hear from Gavin Dalton on how the Seneca Valley Raider hockey team season is going.
Hi, I'm Gavin Dalton with the Seneca Scout, and this is my project on how the Seneca Valley Raiders hockey season is going, where I get an update on Captain Nate Bushley and Brock Croyle on how they think the season's going, and I sit down interviews with both of them about how the changes to our hockey team are working for us.
All right, Nate, what do you think's different from last year, and is it working?
I would say it's definitely working for sure. We have a new group of guys, well, almost full new group of guys this year, which we had to, over the summer, and especially outside the league, had to rebuild that team chemistry and work on our new systems and stuff, kind of a new play style to the way we play in general. Different lines and different power play, kill, and honestly, it's just about getting that chemistry and meshing back together as a team. I think we have a lot tighter of a team this year for sure, and I think it'll be a good year.
All right, Brock, how do you think the season's going now that we're running new lines and stuff?
I think it's going pretty well. I mean, we had a decent win today, and we're cooking. We're starting to cook, so it's good.
Yeah. How do you feel about the new power play lines?
I mean, Trent Gordon's like a beast, scoring on the first day of the power play. So I think we're cooking with that also. I think we're pretty good at that.
Thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed.
3 days during each week and have optional meets on the weekend. The events range from a 100-meter sprint to a 3,200-meter run. Some other events that athletes participate in are throwing shot put and jumping events such as the long jump, high jump, and triple jump. Students normally do indoor track to prepare for the outdoor season in the spring. Typically around 150 student athletes participate. Now to learn more, here's some input from Jessica Mayer on indoor-outdoor track and field. Thank you, Jessica. What events do you do during the track season?
During the track season, I throw shot put.
All right. What are your favorite things about track and why?
My favorite thing is hanging out with my friends and getting to know more of the coaches.
And your first and your most favorite indoor track memory is?
My favorite indoor track memory was me throwing my farthest throw for a shot put.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Jessica. Message Mr. Dickey if you are interested in joining. Seneca Valley's girls soccer team season came to an end last weekend after an impressive playoff run. The team played their first state game last Tuesday night against Altoona. They then came through with a victory, winning 6-1 with Ashley Libby scoring 3 times and Cassie Leonard, Bella Gianfrancesco, and Maddie Marcotte scoring the other winning goals. They then advanced to the quarterfinals that took place on Saturday against Contestanoga in Berwyn, Pennsylvania. 6 minutes into the second half of the scoreless game, Conestoga scored, unfortunately leaving Seneca Valley with a 2-0 loss. It was a great game to watch, which is what is expected at that stage in the market. Now that we've covered the latest from Seneca Valley, let's look at what's happening in the Pittsburgh sports scene with Morgan.
After being down by 2 touchdowns at the half, the Pittsburgh Steelers battled back, winning 28-27 to the Washington Commanders on Sunday, November 10th. The game was played at Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. The Steelers managed to pull out their third win in a row, now leading to the AFC North. To win the game, the Steelers quarterback Russell Wilson threw a game-winning touchdown to Mike Williams with 3 minutes left. People are now saying that the Steelers are in the Russell Wilson era. Hopefully, their season will continue to play out in their favor. Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops is returning to PPG Paints Arena this December. This is a basketball tournament between 6 schools to give students a chance to play in a professional arena. Last year, the arena hosted this event for the first time, and this year will feature 6 different schools than last year. The lineup will include schools such as Kiski area, Lincoln Park, Peters Township, and others. This event will take place on Sunday, December 22nd, and will consist of 4 games, 3 boys games and 1 girls game. You can get your tickets now, or if you can't make it, the games will air on KDKA radio. On Monday, November 11th, Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher Paul Skeens has been named a finalist for one of the Major League Baseball top awards, Rookie of the Year. Skeens had one of the greatest rookie seasons for any Pirate team in the history with an 11-3 record and set a franchise rookie record with 170 strikeouts. He established himself as one of the best pitchers in the National League, also being named a finalist for the National League CY Young Honors Award. The Rookie of the Year winners will be revealed November 18th at 6 p.m. with the CY Young Award announcement from November 20th. From Pittsburgh to the world stage, back to you guys at the desk for a look into how major world events can be tied into sports.
Here's a story that you may have missed in the hectic news landscape of July. In the midst of the UEFA Championship in Germany, some Ukrainian soldiers took a break from the brutal trench warfare that they had been involved with in defense of the Russian aggression since February of 2022. One of the players on the Ukrainian team, Alexander Timchik, had his brother killed in the action on the front line. The soldiers watched as their team competed against the Romanian national team. In the preliminary stage, the Ukrainians lost 3-0 against the Romanians. This game was a much-needed break from the horrors of trench warfare.
From championships to rising stars, the fight game is as thrilling as ever. A long-awaited boxing match between the world-famous professional boxer Mike Tyson and the internet celebrity Jake Paul will be taking place tonight. It will be at the Theater AT&T Stadium at the Arlington, Texas, and will be streamed live on Netflix. This will be Mike Tyson's first professional fight since he retired in 2005. The boxer is now 58 years old, making a 31-year age gap between the two fighters. It will be known as the largest known age gap in the history of professional boxing. The fight will be made with modification rules. Several reports are claiming that there could be up to 5 million viewers for the historic fight.
In other fight news, tomorrow UFC 309 is being held at Madison Square Garden for the highly anticipated heavyweight fight, Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic. This fight was originally supposed to happen at UFC 295 in November 2023, but Jones pulled out due to an injury. Some speculate that this could possibly be both fighters' last fight before retirement because of how old they are, with Jones being 37 and Miocic being 42. Here's student UFC fan David Kreisberg sharing his thoughts on the fight he'll be watching this weekend.
I think it's going to be a really good fight. I think it's going to go to the 5th round. I also think Jon Jones is going to win the belt.
Thanks, David. Some other notable fights on the card include Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler and the undefeated Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig.
That wraps up this week's edition of the Seneca Scout. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to watch next week for more updates, stories, and highlights from all corners of the news, not just about sports. Until next time, enjoy your weekend.
Sports Center.